Add a healthy and delicious taste of the wild to your pancakes this pancake day with my wild garlic pancakes.
Obviously, if you have your own basic pancake recipe, you can use that, but I use 100 grams of plain flour, 2 eggs, 300 millilitres of semi-skim milk, 1 tablespoon of sunflower oil, some butter, a pinch of salt, and when it comes to the wild garlic leaves, about 40 to 60 grams. First of all, wash and rinse your wild garlic and just shake off any residual water. I then put the leaves on top of each other like that, tightly roll them up, shred the roll and then shred the shreds, and I'm just trying to get it chopped up finely. The more finely you can chop it up, the better, so ideally you want the wild garlic even more finely chopped than what I've done here, but this will do. I then put my 100 grams of plain flour into a large mixing bowl, add a pinch of salt, give that a quick stir up, and then I make a bit of a hole in the middle, crack my 2 eggs into it, and a tablespoon of sunflower oil, and about 50 millilitres of the milk. I then start whisking from the middle, slowly mixing the flour into the egg mixture, and I just carry on whisking, working my way out to the edges and incorporating everything in, and just keep whisking until you have a smooth, thick paste. I then add a bit more milk and start whisking again, and I continue to add the milk in as I whisk, just in a slow and steady fashion, and keep pouring and whisking until you have the batter a nice smooth consistency, no lumps, and a similar consistency to single cream. Now you've got your batter, it's at this point that I add in the wild garlic and mix that in as well, just to get it all incorporated. I then put my non-stick frying pan on a medium to high heat. I put a little dollop of butter on and spread that over the bottom, and then when the pan's hot enough, I pour a full ladle of batter into the pan, and you can move it around a bit if you need to spread it over the whole bottom. If your pan's hot enough, you just let the pancake cook for about 30 seconds or so. It might need longer if your pan's not hot enough, basically until the underside is golden, or another good sign is if the batter on top starts to bubble. But then when it's ready, you can turn it over onto the other side. I'll leave it to you whether you want to flip them or play it safe, but I like to give them a good flip, part of the fun of making pancakes. So once you've got your other side of the pancake nice and flat, let it cook for another 30 seconds or so, and once done, just scoop or tip it out onto your plate, and that's it. Just continue with the rest of the batter in the same way until it's all used up. Obviously, if you want to keep your pancakes warm while you're finishing off the rest, you can put them in a warm oven.
If you don't eat them all on the same day, you can put them in the fridge for a couple of days. They will of course freeze as well, but otherwise, happy pancake day and enjoy.